I'm Mike Eppel in the 680 newsroom. We had another big Canadian bank reporting quarterly results today. It was the CIBC's turn to give us an update on its quarterly results, and it didn't disappoint. In fact, did better than investors expected, with a profit of $1.1 billion and a hike to its dividend payment to shareholders. The CIBC also reporting a 13% increase in its mortgage assets, as it has been rolling out a mobile sales force to generate mortgages across the country and taking advantage of the previously really strong real estate market, and that also helped attribute to an increase in earnings. Now, investors didn't necessarily like all of the numbers. They actually sent the stock price down a little bit today on the TSX. Yesterday, we had the Royal Bank reporting a third quarter profit of $2.8 billion and a dividend hike as well. So basically 2 for 2 for the big 6 Canadian banks reporting results above forecast so far this quarter. Is Roots Canada soon going to be a publicly traded company? Some speculation reported by Bloomberg today that Roots Canada's private equity holders or owners are setting up a stock sale for the company, talking to bankers about that. Nothing confirmed, but Roots Canada was bought out by private equity in 2015, and they could be looking to spin off some of the asset value to raise about $200 million in capital, maybe for a further expansion. Roots Canada today opened a revitalized store at Yorkdale Mall, a larger footprint, doubling the size of the previous location and offering more leather goods and footwear, among other things. The so-called cabin chic is the format. They're going to roll that out as well in Vancouver later this year. Some pretty good quarterly earnings in from some traditional retail brands today. Guess, Abercrombie & Fitch, Tiffany's, they all reported better than expected quarterly sales and earnings. And all of those stocks were actually big winners on Wall Street today. At one point, Guess stock, for example, was, well, you can guess, it was up by 18%. On the trading day. Another traditional retailer, though, continues to struggle, this being Sears Holdings. This is the U.S. parent of Sears and Kmart stores and owner of Sears Canada as well, which is, of course, a bankruptcy organization here at home. Sears Holdings lost $251 million in its latest quarter, $250 million of red ink. It's closing more stores, 28 Kmart stores to be closed on top of the 180 already shut this year. And they looked at same-store sales results down over 10% at most locations. Fiat Chrysler stock, big winner today, was up as much as 5% at one point, with the company CEO, Sergio Marchionne, talking about expanding the Jeep brand even more so than it currently is today, targeting 2 million Jeep sales for next year. Just a few years ago, when Fiat Chrysler bought Jeep and Chrysler in 2009, just 300,000 Jeeps were sold on an annual basis. So an exponential increase in the Jeep popularity. And there has been speculation it could actually be an asset that's up for sale from Fiat Chrysler. And it's storm watch on Wall Street, specifically in the energy market. We've had a number of oil rigs workers evacuated from potential storm threat, Tropical Storm Harvey, heading toward the Gulf of Mexico. And if, in fact, that gets to hurricane status, it's on path for Texas, could hit next week, and that would be the first hurricane to hit Texas since 2008. From the 680 newsroom, I'm Mike Eppel for City News.